Welcome back, welcome back. I am super excited. It's the final week of the Social Recruiting Mastery Boot Camp, and I'm super excited for you. Congratulations, you made it here, and I'm super fired up for you. I'm super excited for you. By the end of the day, you will possess all the skills necessary to recruit and generate leads and sales effortlessly on Facebook using free and paid strategies. We have a lot to talk about today, and I just want to just dive right in to share with you what we're going to be talking about this evening. We're going to talk about, I'm going to share with you this evening my strategy and tools to designing professional looking ads. You won't believe how easy and cheap they are. Free is always a good price, right? Absolutely. I'm going to share with you, how to copy and paste, a Facebook pixel into your own website and webinar pages so that you can follow your prospects around the internet until they buy your stuff. I'm also going to share with you, why retargeting and pixels are the next saga when it comes to internet marketing, and how to use pixels to stay in front of your audience all day, every day. I'm also going to share with you Facebook's new mobile lead generation ads that allow you to collect emails, with one click without them ever having to physically enter their emails, and how and why 100% of all those emails you get from the strategy are your prospects' best emails. Want to know why? Because those emails are linked to their Facebook accounts. Pretty powerful stuff. So let's dive right in, right? And so my secret to designing professionally looking ads is very, very simple. I use some tools and resources, free tools like Canva.com, Pexels, Pixabay. These are online. Canva is an online design tool where you can actually go in and create your own Facebook ad designs, your own images. Pexels and Pixabay allows you to grab some images and use them, without having to pay for them. They're royalty free, so you can use them as much as you want in terms of creating your ads. Then obviously there's some paid resources out there. One that I have used in the past, Shutterstock. This is a site where you can, get some images to use in your ads. Now, here's the kicker and the key thing that I want to share tonight about, like, generating, or not generating, but creating and designing some great looking ads. You want to keep a swipe ads copy file. What is that, right? When you're scrolling through your news feed and you come across, images or ads that you like, take a screenshot of it, right? Take a screenshot of your favorite ads, and if you're seeing these ads frequently, oftentimes that means the ads are performing very, very well. So if you like the ad and you want to use it at some point, or you think this would be great for something that you're offering, take a screenshot of it, and try to, using these free tools, Canva, Pexels, Pixabay, try to duplicate what the person's doing. Oftentimes, the Ray Higgins of the world, the Todd Falcones, the Eric Warres, the great marketers out there in the profession are using some top-notch designers and ad people, right? So you can see something that's very, very, effective, and something that's getting them a lot of results because you're seeing it frequently, and you can copy that ad, tweak it so it fits, what you're promoting, what you're putting out there, and then use it. Simple stuff, right? I do this all the time. Here are a few examples of some of the swipe ads that I've swiped recently. You see the one on the left? That's a Ray Higdon ad that's been running fairly often. I've seen it several times on Facebook, and I have to copy it and try to create something very similar so that it reaches my audience and connects with them in a certain way. It's very well designed, and it's getting a lot of action. 3,000, I think, 3,800 likes and loves, 162 comments, 484 shares. It's a good ad. It's been working for him. The other ad is one by Justice Egan. I think he actually swiped his ad copy from someone else, but it works. It definitely works. And you can take these ads like the one over here on the right by Sasevich, go to Canva, and really try to mimic and copy the design. It's working for them, and it can certainly work for you. So now I'm just going to a quick demo. We're going to have a lot of demos tonight. I'm going to a quick demo on how to actually swipe some ad copy and how to go about structuring your ads so that you can leverage what you're seeing in these top-notch professional ads that are running by, like, Ray Higgins and Lisa's and Justice Egan's of the world. So let's go to a live demo. So let's go into Facebook. And what I typically do is I just scroll through my news feed looking for ads. So let's do that right now. Let's see if we can find an ad that, pops and I can use. Here's one here. I'll take a screenshot of that, but I'm not going to use that. I want to use a desktop ad, but we'll screenshot this. Let's see if we can find an ad that is attractive and we can use for something. Cool, let's get this one. It's going to be a good one. All right, we got two ads we're going to use. All right, and I'm going to open a text document. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to create this ad here, the Network Marketing Pro ad, and just to promote MLSP's Live the Dream. That'd be a cool one. So this would be Live the Dream ad, right? Cool. I'm going to have a headline, text, subtext, URL, and audience, okay? So that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to open this ad up real quick. Let me close to show this. Let me open this so you can see them working. All right, so we got this. The headline is I'm going to take it from this ad itself. Exclusive live training with Eric Worre. I'm going to change that obviously based on the MLSP. I'll Live the Dream. A text create superstar results at Eric Worre's bootcamp. Learn to work the magic of Eric's 90-day game plan for success and supercharge your network marketing business. I see you got away with using network marketing. That's cool. Okay, we can do that. Eric will distill over 28 years of his advanced curriculum knowledge into 5 hours of simple how-to step-by-step training on how you can change your life in just 90 days. We're going to target simply our fans, okay? So let's go to MLSP so I can grab that capture page for Live the Dream. Let me log in. And let's find, it's a system campaign. Let's see, Live the Dream, Live the Dream, Live. Oh, not system campaign. Oh, it is product campaign? Yep, Live the Dream 7. Here we go. Let's grab the link. And let's throw that here, the URL. And let's go to the page itself. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some text from this this capture page here and use it for my ad. Let me pause this video before it starts playing. That okay. All right, so the headline's going to be everything you need to take your business to the next level. Everything you need to take your business to the next level. I'm gonna have to shorten that a bit, but we'll use that for now. Let's do this. Okay. We're going to create superstar results. Get more traffic, more leads. Get more traffic, leads, sales, funnelology, CRM. Are you ready? Are you ready to supercharge your network marketing business? Okay. We'll just make that text a smaller. Arial, regular, 13, black. Okay. And we'll say this, let's see. Okay. We can use this. This event is where success stories, leaders, and industry legends are born. Where will you be? Let me start from the top. Where will you be 1 year from today? Are you serious about your business? Prove it. Cool. So that's the text for the ad. Everything you need to take your business to the next level. Create superstar results. Get more traffic, leads, sales, funnelology, CRM, follow-up, blogs, branding, webinars, money-making secrets, meditation, and getting better. Are you ready to supercharge your network marketing business? Are you ready to supercharge your network marketing? Attend, live the dream. 7. Okay, that's the ad right there. All right, text anyway. So now we're gonna go to Canva, and let's see. We go to Canva, and we're gonna design this ad. So if we go to more, we'll click on Facebook ad, and Canva already has the dimensions of the Facebook ad already set up, right? And so you are good to go. So I'm going to look at this Eric Worre ad and see what he has there. Right? He has, he's got an audience. He's got a blue thing here. All right, so we can do some things here. Let's do this. So I'm going to go to Elements, and I'm going to grab a line, throw that there. We're going to make this blue. Let's make that blue. Let that go across here. Straight across. Okay. We're at Insanity Bootcamp, the Magic of 98 Plan. Let's get some text. And let me find an image. So, audience. That's all I want. Audience. So I just Googled audience. You can also go to Pexels or one of those things, but I just want to find a simple, let's go network marketing audience, maybe a little more specific. All right, so go to images. Maybe not. Oh, this works here. Let's go with this one. New image. So that's going to be similar. It's not going to be exactly the same, but you'll get the idea of what I'm trying to do here. So let me. All right. So we got this. Can we download this image? I don't know if I can grab that one. I may have one already in my folder here. Let me just double check. You can just grab that one. But if you don't have an image, you can just simply grab that one and grab one and just drag it here. I think I have one here somewhere. I feel like I've used one before. So look like maybe this one here is what I'm looking for. I found it. Not this one. This one though. All right, so we got this image here. What I'll do is blow this up a bit. All right, so we got that going for us. Okay. Cool. Let's put that in the back so the stripe comes up. And since the speaker is on the right hand side, I'm going to make the text on the left hand side, okay? So let's go to text here and we'll say live the dream 7. Let's make that white. With that white. So let's move that over here, right there. And then we'll just say something like, we'll put the date in there. August, what is it again? August 13th and 14th. We'll just say, take your business to the next level. You make that there, text. So you get the idea. I mean, it's somewhat similar, but not completely similar as the Eric Ward one. But we're using this as inspiration, right? So you don't have to go out there and figure out, oh, how do I design that? What should I say? We just say, take your business to the next level. Take your business. Now we have to make these texts a little bit smaller because we don't want to go over the Facebook 20% rule for text. So we're going to resize this a bit and make this a little bit jazzier. So next level, live the dream. Let's move that up some. Let's move this over some. We'll put Austin, Texas here. Austin, Texas.
And we want this to be left aligned. Okay. So let's see what we got here. So we got some blue, white. Let's make this blue. I'm probably gonna change the text. You might want to make that a different color because that's not too bad. Let me make left align. Maybe want to make, let me add a line in there too, just like they did there. Too big. The thin line actually. I don't like those arrows though. I don't like that. Let's see if I can find a straight line. I think this one will do. That's okay. Alright, so we can use this one. Just move this up some, put that there. Extend that a bit. Alright, so here is our ad. I mean, it's so it's not totally the same as Eric Worre's ad, but it's pretty good, wouldn't you say? I may change the color of this to like a yellow so that it pops more. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So it pops more, but other than that, it's cool. So let's download this ad. And what we're going to do is we have to test this ad to make sure, again, it's within Facebook's 20% rule for text, so we don't get it, get shut down or whatever. So that's downloaded. Then we're going to go to socialcontest.com, check image. And we're going to grab this image and just upload it here. Like I did in, I think, last week's webinar to see if it will get approved by Facebook. So let's add that there. You may have to make some adjustments, but we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got 24% of Facebook's rules. So we just need to move these texts over to the far end left here on both things. So we'll just do that real quick. Where's the image? That's an easy fix. Not that bad, so we'll just shoot this over here. Right there. And we'll shoot this over there as well. I'm actually going to make the bottom text to Austin a little smaller. Let's do that over there. Let's make that like a 20 and 18. Perfecto. We'll move this over here. We can actually just let that go there. That looks good now. We'll download this. And so you can do this with any kind of, giveaway, whether it be, Periscope training, a Facebook cheat sheet. I've done it definitely with Periscope, but you can do it with anything. Find something, find an ad that you like on Facebook, screenshot it, create an ad that's very similar to it. Obviously grab the copy so you can, tweak it as you see fit, and create the ad. So here's our ad now. And it should be good by Facebook standards for image and text. And we meet the 20% rule. So now we're going to go to Facebook. I actually need to log out of this account. Log into my ads account. And so I'm going to create a new ad. Let's go to Ads Manager. Still loading. So then we're going to send people to the website. So we'll click on send people to your website, that type of ad. And then we're going to create the ad, right? Like we did in last week's webinar. This is going to be, I'm going to call this Live the Dream. Continue. And so I'm only going to target my fans for this particular ad. So I'm going to type in Canada, United Kingdom, Australia, and New Zealand, New Zealand. New Zealand, and then we're going to add connection type. So we're going to include people who like my page. And we're going to set $5 a day for this particular ad set. Clicks to website ad. I'm going to run it for a couple days. Let's go until June 4th. And so we're going to add the image, right? So the image we just created. And we're going to upload this image here. And let's find the image. Should be here. Live the Dream. Let's open it up. And then let's go to, we're gonna add the content, right, to the ad, right? So let's open up that text file again. Now we have all our information here, our text. We're just gonna go, scroll down and start entering it in to the ad, right? So the URL is here. So copy and paste. The headline. here. Headline is there. The URL didn't copy. Get that. There's the headline. Let's find the text. Learn more. We're going to add the subtext. Here are the advanced options. That's the newsfeed link description. And we'll also say for the display link, we'll say Live the Dreams 7. We're going to say Live the Dream 7. Oops. 2 sevens. Oops. So I just noticed an issue, but not a big deal. That says 6. It should have been 7, but it's all gravy. We're not going to run this ad, but you get the point. I made a mistake. It's all good. So then I would just go ahead and run this ad, place the order, right? Very simple.
All right, so now let's talk about pixels. Have you ever been to a website like, Amazon.com, or you're shopping for something and you don't buy anything, but then you go to Facebook and you see the exact same, products and, company or business that you were looking for on Amazon or some company website, correct? Have you seen it before? Yep, I'm seeing some hands, So really what that is retargeting, right? That is, basically there is a code that is installed on the website. In most cases, it's a Facebook code called a pixel, but there are other pixels that you can add to websites. And this code basically alerts Facebook that, hey, and other sites as well, hey, this person from this computer visited your website and they were looking at this particular product. Now, you, on the other hand, as the business owner, you can turn around and then create ads on Facebook that show the same product to that particular person that visited your site. So it's very powerful. And so the way it works is this: a user visits your website, they leave your website, right? They haven't purchased anything, they haven't, made a transact, they haven't done. So the way this works is you have someone that goes to your website, they visit your website, they then they leave your website. They don't purchase anything. They may get interrupted by a phone call, the dogs barking or the kids, and they don't make a purchase, right? You then are able to show your ad on a particular site. So the user leaves your website. They go onto Facebook, let's say. They're displayed and shown your product or service, your ad, right? The user clicks on the ad and is directed back to your website to complete the desired action. Now on Facebook, it looks like this. Visit your website. There's a tracking code called the Facebook Pixel that is embedded on a particular page or on your website. The behavior of your customer, your prospect, is observed, right? When they search for something, did they click on a link, they visit a certain page, right? That behavior is observed. The visitor then leaves your website, and then once they leave your website, they are automatically added to a pool of people who visit your website or a particular page or search for something that can immediately be retargeted, which is extremely, extremely powerful. A few things to remember about Facebook. Remember week 1 we talked about what Facebook is and the truth about Facebook. Once again, people don't go to Facebook to shop or buy. They don't go to looking for a business opportunity. They're not there to talk politics. They're not there to get news updates. They go to Facebook to really connect, share, and then be entertained. So when you're creating ads, you want to make sure that all your marketing goes through that above filter. You want to make sure that it talks all your ads about connecting with people, sharing with people, and entertaining people, not really pitching them and selling them, especially if you are trying to promote a particular network marketing company, a product or service, right? You want to be very conscious of how you are using, Facebook to market your business, right? And so there are several different types of retargeting ads, right? You can use the same ad that someone's seen on your website. You can do testimonials where people provide testimonials about a product. You can use a feature benefit. Let's say you're talking about, a health and wellness company, and you want to share with them, an ad that says, hey, I've got a free giveaway or a cheat sheet that's going to share with you the 5 best ways to lose weight in the next 30 days so you don't feel like, feel unattractive to your spouse, right? Something that's very highlighting the features of your particular product. You can do a Q&A or an ad to a webinar. You can do a similar product offer, something that's very similar to what they just searched for. Maybe it's a little cheaper. You can do a bonus ad, a re-engagement ad, right? Getting people to re-engage with your page. You can simply do a thank you ad. Thank you for visiting my website, or thank you for being a fan, whatever it is. You can do a video ad. You can also offer a free trial. So there are tons of different types of retargeting ads that you can do. You want to pick the one that basically is best for you, but also falls within line the connecting and the engaging and the not selling on Facebook. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. So let's go into a live demo. I'm going to share with you exactly where the Pixel is and how you actually can install it on your MLSP site's blog, as well as on some of the system campaigns that you may use to generate some leads. So let's go to a live demo now. All right, so to grab your Facebook Pixel and put it on your blog and on any other web page or MLSP capture page, this is the Facebook Pixel. What this is going to do is actually just track the visitors of your particular pages or website, right? And so what we're going to do, we're going to go to the Ads Manager here. And we're going to go up to Tools, and you're going to see Pixels, right? We're going to click on Pixels. And you'll see that you have Facebook Pixel and Conversion Tracking Pixel. We're only talking about the Facebook Pixel right now. We want to track our visitors to particular pages in our website. So we go to Actions. You want to view the pixel code. This is the code here. You're going to copy the code, and then whatever web page you're using, you're going to paste that code somewhere. Now, for those of us who are using MLSP sites, they make it very easy for us, right? So you're going to log into your blog back office, right? So you're going to go down to Settings, and then MLSP Integrations, and you're going to go to Extra Integrations, and you're going to just grab the Facebook Pixel ID. So for this particular WordPress through MLSP sites, you don't need the full code, right? You only need the Facebook Pixel ID. So if you go back to your Ads Manager, your Facebook account, you can close this out. You'll see the Pixel ID right here on the right. This 1180800. That's my number. We'll copy that number, come back to your MLSP sites, paste it there, and save the changes, right? If you're not using a MLSP sites, there are several plugins you can use to copy and paste or put the code in. There's a header and footer. There's this, you can use the Facebook Pixel settings. So I have that here. I'll show it to you real quick. You'll just do the same thing. You'll just copy the Pixel ID and put it in here. And then you'll just copy the pixel ID again and custom audience, right? But if you're using MLSP sites for your blog, use the MLSP integrations and put your pixel ID here, okay? Awesome. Let's go into the system campaigns of MLSP so I can show you exactly where you would post. Um, if you want to track your visitors for that particular offer, we can do that using the Facebook Pixel, but I also want to show you how to track conversions when you're running ads to a particular system campaign. So let's go to MLSP the back office. So let's go into the system campaigns, and I'm actually going to use the Periscope training as the example here. That's fine. Periscope. Here's a Periscope training, right? So here's the Periscope training. What we're going to do is we're going to go and click on the, where's that? The edit settings here with the pencil and notepad, right? So here we have, this is the Periscope training, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you where you add the Facebook pixel and where you would add the conversion tracking pixel, right? You would take the Facebook pixel, right? You would view it again, right? You would just copy it. This is for tracking the visitors to that particular page. We would copy that pixel and then go to the Facebook, the system campaign within MLSP, and where it says website tracking, you just put that code, the Facebook pixel code, into that particular box, right? And hit update settings. Now, to track your conversions, meaning you're running an ad to this Periscope training, right? And you want to see how many people are actually converting and what's your cost of conversions. You actually have to create a new pixel, which is a conversion tracking pixel, and place that onto that system campaign. Right? So what I'm going to show you how to do is to create a pixel, a conversion pixel, right? So you're going to create pixel. We're going to create this pixel because we're going to get leads, right? We're going to name this Periscope Part 2 because I have one already that's set up. We're going to create the pixel. Pixel has been created. We'll hit View Pixel Code. Here's the code for the pixel. We'll copy it. We'll copy the code. We'll go back to MLSP system campaigns, and now what we're going to do, we're going to copy, we're going to paste it into the first box that says lead conversion tracking pixel. Okay, we'll paste that in there. We'll hit save. Boom. Something looked weird there with the Periscope Facebook pixel for some reason. Nope. Yeah, that is kind of weird. Let me do this again. This pixel looked kind of funky. Let me go back to redoing the Facebook pixel to make sure it's correct. View pixel code. Let me copy this. Copy. Put that back there. All right, that looks better. See? Okay, good. All right, update. All right, so now that pixel, both pixels are up, the conversion pixel as well as the Facebook pixel. So when we go to the Periscope training and look at the actual opt-in, I'm actually have to open this into another window, not from this. Not from this that window, but let me open it from here. So you can see there's a tool that I use on Google Chrome to show me that the pixel is working. So if you look at the right here, you'll see this this little thing. It's called the Facebook Pixel Helper. It's a Google extension. When you click on it, if it's green, that means the pixel is working. Okay, so if it's not green, if you have this Pixel Helper as a Google Chrome extension and it's not green, that means there's an error in your pixel. You need to go take a look at what that is. So that's it. That's how you add the pixels to your website or any page that you want to either track your visitors and then track your conversions. Now, I didn't mention this previously about the Facebook pixel, but once you have the code installed on that website, you can now create audiences on Facebook, meaning there are basically lists that you can create based on what people do on your website. So if we go to tools again, we'll go to audiences. And there are several things you can do to create an audience, right? And this just means Facebook is going to create a list of these particular people, and you can then market to them directly. So you can create an audience, a custom audience, a lookalike audience, or a saved audience. I'm not going to explain all of these. I want to talk specifically about the custom audience because this is where we're going to get into the pixels, right? So we're going to create a custom audience, and you have the option now to upload email addresses or phone numbers, and Facebook will find those people on Facebook so you can market to them, right? So if you have a list of leads that you generated outside of Facebook, and you want to find these folks on Facebook, upload that list to a custom list here, and Facebook will find them, and then you can run an ad to them saying, "Hey, like my fan page," so we can stay more connected, right? You can say, "Hey, check out this free training," whatever, right? Very powerful stuff. What we're talking about now is basically just the website traffic, right? So once you have that pixel, the Facebook pixel installed on your website, you can now track your visitors to your site. What you will do is you're going to track people who visit a specific web page. I'm going to use my own website as an example. Anyone who visits AntonioRThompson.com, anyone who visited, you can go up to the last 180 days. So people who visit your website in the last 180 days, and then you would simply name this audience Antonio website visitors, and then you will hit create audience. Now I'm not going to do that because I have this already in there, and you can see here that where is it at? Antonio Thompson website visitors. This audience is about 3,300 people that visited my website, right? And so powerful stuff. And that's the pixel. That's it. That's the pixel. So I mentioned in week 4 that Facebook mobile ads are transforming the game of advertising. Right? You got to understand that people are moving more to mobile devices, and there are tons of underserved or just markets that are getting mobile devices and are going to be customers, right? And so if you look at advertising on Facebook in quarters 1, 2, and 3 and 4, it's pretty even in terms of desktop advertising versus mobile advertising. But as we get closer to 2013, 2014, 2015, and even 2016, you definitely see a dramatic increase in mobile advertising, whereas the desktop advertising has significantly or is on the downtrend, right? And so why is that? Why is mobile traffic king? So there are about 258 million people who own phones in the U.S. alone, right? And we spend an average of 174 minutes on our phones each day. Between Facebook, between Instagram, between texting, we are on our phone constantly. And Facebook e-commerce saw buying on mobile jump 35% in the first half of 2015, and it's estimated to reach 74 billion this year, up 32% from last year. More than 60% of online adults use at least two devices at home, and 40% start on one device and finish it on another. Right? They start the process on their cell phone, and they go and finish it up on their computer. Now, I mentioned this also in last week that there are several ways to advertise on Facebook. I'm going to go through these very quickly. The first way is obviously through your fan page, where you see these blue buttons where it says promote my page, promote my website, boost my post. This is the basic way to advertise, right? And if you are new to advertising, it's great, but I certainly recommend that you use method 2. And method 2 is actually creating ads through the ads manager. The third way is through the power editor. Now, this may seem and look a little bit advanced, but once you do 1 or 2 ads, it becomes second nature and easy to do. The thing about the Power Editor is that you have to use the Google Chrome browser in order to run this particular ad feature. The other way that you can advertise through Facebook is through a third-party service, right? And this is something like AdEspresso. I use this very frequently, where I'd say it's easier to create ads, but you can do multiple ads very quickly using a third-party service. Now, for the mobile lead generation ads, you must use the third method. At this present moment, I don't think you can use method number 2, but I could be wrong. We'll check that out in a second. But you definitely want to use the Power Editor when it comes to lead generation ad. So what is a lead generation ad? Basically, what that means is when someone clicks on this ad, their contact information is automatically populated by Facebook. Very simple. You actually can generate leads through Facebook where someone's clicks on this ad, they see it, their information, if they want to opt in, their information is automatically populated from Facebook, meaning their email address and their name is pulled from Facebook. And if they have a number, it's also pulled from Facebook. Now, we know the online lead generation process, depending on how much information you're asking from people, the conversion rate it varies, right? So if you're asking for simply an email address, obviously your conversion rates are going to be very high. If you're asking for just email and name, you're somewhere in the middle, about 50%, maybe 40%. As you begin to ask for more information, the conversion rate actually drops. Now, if you're using a desktop computer, obviously the information you are getting is of much higher quality. But with that, the cost of driving traffic to your desktop using Facebook advertising is going to be high. You get higher conversions, right? People are obviously going to be writing their name and email address, and you get the accurate information. And it's easy data entry on the user, right? They look at a keyboard and they're typing in their name and information. Now, before I talk about the lead generation ads, mobile ads are cheaper, right? Cheaper traffic, but the conversion rates are lower. Why? Because people are using their fingers, right? They're on their mobile device, they're typing in their name and email address, and sometimes people have big fingers, and sometimes they miss a keystroke or an at or a dot, right? And so your conversions are going to be much lower because there's much more room for error. Additionally, it takes 38% longer for them to complete a form. And so here's what Facebook did. They created the Facebook lead generation ads. And as I said before, it's a very simple ad that someone sees, they hit submit, subscribe actually, or whatever the call to action is, and then their information is automatically populated by Facebook. Meaning you get the accurate name, you get the accurate email address, they hit submit, and you have success. So this is an example of a lead generation ad that I did a few weeks ago, or a few months ago actually. It's for a webinar targeting 2 different companies, Paycation and TLC Business. I'm hosting a webinar. When someone clicks on the sign up button here, they are asked a series of questions, and I get their name, email address, and phone number, right? And so I'm going to show you exactly how I did this ad and set this up in the next live demo. So once you have the person's contact information, you simply go into your Facebook fan page, the publishing tools, and the forms library, and you download the form or download the Excel or CSV file that contains your leads. Here's an example, right? So this is an example of the results I've gotten from this particular ad. So 42 leads, and I spent $1.14 per lead for a total cost of $47.86, and it had a relevancy score of 8. Now this was a very successful ad. Spending $1.14, a relevancy score of 8, and getting some sales. 42 leads, powerful. I actually got phone numbers that worked, email addresses that worked, as well as I understood what their challenges are and if they had the resources to actually invest in coaching or a marketing system like My Lead System Pro. Here's an example of what the information you get. This is the sheet that I actually downloaded from Facebook. As you can see, I asked a question, are you currently building a business online? Some folks said yes, some folks said no, some said looking for one. The folks that said looking for one, my when I called them, my approach was my network marketing company, right? Trying to get them to see if they're open to my business, right? The other ones, for the most part, were all about, how to generate leads online. You see in the middle column L, it asks, how are you doing with generating leads? Most people are doing terrible. Two were decent, and one was very well. And I asked them, how much money have you budgeted for coaching and marketing per month? So I know where they stand when I call them on the phone. I know that some person has, between $100 and $150 a month to spend on marketing and coaching. That makes my life much easier because I know what I'm selling and what it costs, right? So let's dive into a live demo of how to actually set up a a lead generation ad. All right, so now let's go in and create a mobile lead generation ad. So what we're gonna go to our ads manager. And so we're gonna go into the Power Editor to design this ad. So the first thing we want to do is go ahead and create the campaign, create our ad, and here we go. This is going to be the Antonio's webinar very quickly. We're going in for, it's going to auction type, that's fine. We're going to do the lead generation ads here, right? Choose an ad set, create a new ad set. This is going to be, we'll just call it a test one, create an ad one, okay? Just to be very quick and easy and get through it. So we have our ad. What we're going to do is go into the ad set, and we're going to choose the page from which we're going to advertise from, which is going to be my Facebook page, right? But it's going to be $5 a day. We'll start today. We'll end it tomorrow or Sunday. We're only going to advertise to my fans, so we'll select connections, people who like your page. Antonio R. Thompson, right? It's going to be mobile newsfeed, desktop newsfeed. We're optimizing it for ad delivery leads. Let them do that automatically. So that's good. Cool. Let's go into the ad, the specific ad. This is where we're actually creating the ad now. So we're going to add text. I'll just add, this is the text for this ad. Sign up for my free webinar. I'm just making stuff up real quick. Click the link now. We'll do a display URL. What we'll do is we will select an image from our library here. Where is that ad we used for this one? And here it is here. Let's confirm. So now we need to create our form. So this is the actual form that they're going to complete when they, we're not going to complete, well, if it was going to populate it for them when they click on, sign up or whatever the call to action is. So let's create a new form. We'll hit next. I'll just very quickly. This is test form 3. We'll hit next. So we definitely want to grab their name and email address. We can add more options here. These are some of the ones that come pre-done for you. I typically try to ask for a phone number. If they have one in Facebook, it's going to just add it there. And then I add some questions. I add custom questions. You can do they have additional questions here that come with this particular ad form. But I like to create my own custom questions. So I'll ask them, how are you doing with generating leads online? I'll say, terrible, zero leads a day, decent, 2 to 5 leads, I'm just making this up, a day, awesome, 5 to 10 leads a day. We have crushing it, 10 plus leads a day, okay? And then we'll add another question. So I'll say, are you currently building a business online? Online, or yes, no, no, looking for one, right? Now another question, how much have you budgeted for marketing and coaching? 100 to 150 a month, 150 to 250 a month, 250 to 500 a month, 500 plus a month, right? I want to know where they are financially, if they can invest in coaching, right? One thing you must have is you have to have a link to privacy policy. And so I just grabbed the one from my my website, and that usually suffices. So next, and then once the person completed the form, where do you want them to go? So I want to take them to my website, HTTP. And let's say I had a thank you page on my website when they opted in. So we'll just go to my website, and thank you. Boom, simple. And then you have your form. So now we can take a look at it. Here it is. How are you doing generating leads online? You have the selection, the choices there. Currently building business online. Yes, no, looking for one. How much have you budgeted for marketing coaching? It's there. And then their name and email address will be populated here, and their phone number. We'll create the form. Boom, there you have it. And let's see if this ad is good to go so we can preview it. So cool. So once you have the ad set up and it looks good, you need to apply all the changes you made. Apply. All right. And review changes real quick. Continue. It's going to review everything in your ad. It's going to tell you if it's good or not. This is the power of the Power Editor. Everything is good. Done. Now what we have to do is we need to upload this to I think we need to upload it to our ads manager. Let me just double check. Maybe they uploaded it all automatically. Let's see, maybe it's there. Let's take a look. Yep, it's there. So it's pending review. So that's it. That's all you have to do when it comes to creating a mobile lead generation ad. Very simple, but yet powerful stuff. Let me show you where to go when your ads are we're ready to download your ads, or not your ads, your leads. So you're gonna go back to your let's go to your fan page. Let's go to Facebook. And so you're gonna go to your fan page. And what you're going to do is you're going to go to Publishing Tools. And you go to Forms Library here. And then here's the form, so you can download them, you can preview them, and this is where you get your forms. Very simple. So let me ask you this question. Did you get value from this boot camp? I'm saying yes, 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 absolutely, tons of value, immensely helpful, great, great. Love to hear that. Love to hear that, right? So I'm not sure why you went to this boot camp, right? And there are some people that enjoy trainings that they get tons of value out of, and they go back to what they were normally doing. They sit on the couch, they drink a beer, and call it a day. Are you here because you just like jumping on trainings and just not taking action? I hope not. Or are you someone that is going to take the information you learned in the last 5 weeks and apply it and just keep running straight ahead? I'm hoping that's you. I'm hoping that you are that person that's going to take the information that you learned over the course of 5 weeks and actually implement it and take action, right? So I want to, you know how. You now have all the information you need to attract people to you, get them into your sales funnel and build a massive business on Facebook. If you haven't, grabbed your attraction marketing sales funnel and taking your test drive of My Lead System Pro, definitely do that. Click the button at the end of this video. In the bottom of this video, definitely grab your trial and check it out, right? It's going to help you build your business effectively and in the right way online. If you use the strategies and the tips that I shared over the last 5 weeks, it will work for you. It will work for you on any social media platform, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, Google Plus, whatever it is, it can work for you, right? But it's going to take some work. It's going to take some work, and I don't want to end this boot camp without having a little heart-to-heart talk with you about the next 90 days. Now, I want to close out. Now, a little straight talk, right? A little straight talk, a little realistic expectations. I want you to, tap into that why again, like we did in week 1, right? And have a real conversation, an honest conversation with yourself that can prepare you for success with the strategies that I've taught you here over the last 5 weeks. Now, does common sense tell you that it will take hard work? Now, does common sense tell you that it will take hard work to live your dreams? I'm pretty sure it does. I know it did for me. This is going to take hard work, right? If you want to live your dreams, if you want to change your life, it's going to take some serious some work. And I think you can lean on that common sense part of your brain and know that right now. This is not going to be a push button solution. Money is not just going to flow to you tomorrow, right? You need to get in, get your hands dirty, and get to work. And the next 90 days can be a game changer for you. I want you to ask yourself, actually, what sacrifices are you willing to make to achieve massive success? What are you willing to sacrifice from a time standpoint? What luxuries are you willing to give up, right? Maybe you have a limited budget. What sacrifices are you willing to make to afford some of the tools I shared, especially the attraction marketing system, right? I know I had to make sacrifices when I got started, right? Canceling my cable, limiting my social activities, just to afford some of the tools that I mentioned and to run ads, right? Sometimes you have to do, what is necessary to have major success and to be successful. Sometimes you have to do what you have to do to make major change in order to be successful. So ask yourself, what sacrifice are you willing to make? What hard work are you willing to do to achieve massive success and live your dream? Now, let's talk about where you are currently, right? You obviously went through this training because you were looking for a solution, because you want better results. Have you taken full responsibility? Have you been doing what you need to do to be successful? Would you hire yourself right now? Ask yourself that question. When I started, right, I definitely wouldn't hire myself, right? But I'd hired me now. But I had to make some major personal changes. I had to make a commitment, and I had to make sacrifice in order to do that, right? It's time to make a commitment, right? To go all in and change your life. Now, are you running $1 million business, or are you, just running a $1,000 business, right? And we all know there's a very low barrier of entry in this network marketing industry, and the reality is most people don't treat it like a business. That's just the reality. Today, right here, I want you to ask yourself, are you running $1 million business? Doesn't matter if you generated a dime online yet. It needs to be treated like $1 million business, and you can make the decision right now to run it like a business. That's the only way it's going to become that business. It's really important that you take a real honest look in the mirror right now, that you have a real serious conversation and chat with yourself, and you ask yourself these questions, and you get ready to roll up your sleeves and get busy. So what's the plan? So the plan is to take massive action. We've got to we've got to put the work back and work from home. Sometimes the message in our industry and online is this push button and magical solution to becoming a millionaire. It doesn't work like that. The reality is you need to take massive action. And if you want my help, definitely make sure you get your attraction marketing system, and you'll be added to my Facebook groups. You'll have contact and be able to talk to me, and I'll be able to help you and coach you along the way. But you have to take massive action. You need to put in the work, and in the next 90 days, if you do that, it's going to be critical to getting that. You need to put in the work in. You need to put the work in, and in the next 90 days, you need to put the work in, and the next 90 days are going to be critical to get that momentum going, right? And so, ideally, but no matter what, no matter what, you have to be consistent and stay organized. Here are just some tips that I want to share with you that you should be continuing to do daily without hesitation. The first is, obviously personal development, reading a chapter in a positive book, or listening to an audio, podcast, motivational call. Every morning at 11 o'clock, on Monday through Friday, My System Pro has motivational morning wake-up calls. Jump on them. They're very, very powerful. You got to connect with people. You got to talk to people each and every day. Connect with 5 new people each day. Start new conversations. On Facebook, post 2 or 3 times a day, at least 2 pieces of value. Run your first likes ad, website conversions ad, right? I showed you exactly how to do it in this webinar as well as the last week's webinar. Start running ads. Get people on the phone. When you talk to people, when you connect with them, your 5 people a day, when you're running ads and generating leads, you got to pick up the phone. Got to talk to people. Got to have conversations. Got to see where they're struggling and how you can actually help them. And then become the trainer, right? You've gotten so much value and information out of this boot camp. You've got to go out there now and teach. You look at the people who make the most money in companies and in this industry. They are trainers. They share their knowledge, right? And so, step up. It's time to be a leader. Step up. So, in closing, this is just the beginning. I know this has been a lot of training. You've been with me for 5 weeks, and you should be congratulated. But this is the beginning. You need to continue your education and grow your value, right? Remember that the money you make is going to be directly correlated to the value you put out there in the marketplace. So it does not stop here. It just begins here. Your success story begins now. Follow your dreams. Don't ever stop. Don't ever quit, right? The reality is there is someone out there that needs to hear your success story. There's someone out there that needs you to show them that it's possible. You can touch their life. You can change your life and let that be the blueprint for someone else to have a breakthrough and change theirs. So if you stop, if you quit, if you give up on your dreams, you're not only doing yourself a disservice, your peers, your family, you're doing that person a disservice out there that needs to hear your success story to inspire them. That's what's so exciting about, what we do. My story, my training gets to inspire you. If I had quit, you would not be on this training. So I'm so happy you made it here. I'm so happy that you finished this training. And I want you to get out there and get into massive action. I cannot wait to see your progress. I can't wait to hear from you telling me how you apply these principles, these strategies, and what a difference it's made in your life. So that's the Social Recruiting Mastery Bootcamp. Thank you so much for putting your head down and getting through this training. Now get busy for the next 90 days and beyond and explode your business. May demo on, but Pixel, okay.